just coming back from injury. Alicia Pennington leads the team of officials tonight. We do have VAR. Jose Carlos Rivera. Uzbekistan lost 2-0 to Canada on their last outing. Fabio Cannavaro has made 4 changes from that game. With Kirya Supov returns in goal. Jongir Urusov wins just a 4th cap in the centre of defence. Akmal Mazgavai comes into the defensive midfield role to partner playmaker Otabek Shukurov, and Abosiak Faisalayev replaces the injured Aziz Ghaniev. The experienced Odion Kamrabekov, Abdullah Abdullayev and keeper Abdulvokid Nematov are the others to drop out. Before the game, we will have a moment's mark. Died on Friday. 4 World Cups and 4 European Championships between 1996 and 2017. In this month, it'll be the Dutch to get us off and underway. In their change kit, back goes the ball to partner the World Cup. They'll call up Lushal Petrouda. Here's Mickey van der Ven, who looks to have nailed down the left back role, trying to follow his way forward. Uzbekistan have won it back. First chance for them to mount an attack, and it goes harmlessly through. A legend, Svetsko Katanet had to step down for health reasons during the World Cup qualifiers. Here come the Dutch with Gakpo on his half-century appearances. Marlen looking to slide it through to Tijani Reinders. To Dumfries, who loses out. Let's see how quick they can be on the break. They do have pace with Faisalayev. It's a fine debut, but he can get better. Damning with faint praise, perhaps, but also trying not to get him too built up. The fact he's picked him again is good news, but they've got defending to do here. And they do so pretty well. There's a snapshot that goes wide. They've answered midfield position. Initial header away by Van der Ven. Caught it nicely on the volley. So too Frankie de Jong, who is the man to drop between the centre halves and help the build-up play. Van der Ven, with a ball that curls away from Donya Marlen. Fielded by Gravenberg. Dumfries competing. At Dallas Cowboys Stadium in Arlington. And it'll be Sweden. Followed by Tunisia. Space between the lines either. So it's up to the Dutch to try and use the ball quickly to break them down and deny the space for instance in the last year for Faisalayev, but he's a very useful creative player. Here come the Dutch though with Somerville. Real pace from Somerville, and out comes Yusupov to do really. Crescencio Somerville again to the fore as Marlen just prodded it into his path, and in the end a heavy touch was what cost the winger the chance to get a shot away. Recognised how high that Uzbekistan defensive line was. Marlen lurking. Gakpo's beaten it again. Gakpo for Marlen, who again can't get it out of his feet. And again it doesn't go the Dutch way. That would have been close. Gakpo not flagged offside initially. And that's a poor finish. Really not good enough for Theb's level from Donya Marlen. Donya Marlen has been putting him away game after game on loan at Roma, where he's become a bit of a hero in the second half of the season. Would surely have put that one away. That was a very similar miss to the chances he got against Algeria. For Reinders looks to have his name on the team sheet in that attacking midfield berth. Somerville up for Marlen, who is a very mobile striker and races into the box now. Eventually has the ball taken away from him by Husanov. Manchester City man, the most high-profile player in Uzbekistan's squad. Cut back by Van der Ven. Gakpo asking Van der Ven to go again. De Jong, Gravenberch. Just a little high for Cody Gakpo. Yep, against Manchester City. This is the chance he created a moment ago. Top scoring player domestically in the Dutch squad. Somerville couldn't keep West Ham in the Premier League. Dumfries. Van Hecken. Down goes Somerville under pressure from Yorosov, who is now trying to stop the free kick from being taken quickly, as is Ronov. Gakpo. Cody Gakpo looking to cut on his right. Lovely little dink ball for Dumfries, and there's Reinders, who pops it over the top. Didn't quite adjust in time. Again, the Dutch open things up. This time it's a clever ball from Gakpo to pick out their overlapping defender. Was he onside? I think he did his best to just stay onside. He was. So that would have counted. It's just behind Tijani Reinders. He couldn't quite adjust his position in time. Clever ball from Gakpo. And then it doesn't stay down. They've taken it quickly. And Gakpo is very quick. That's plenty on the cross, though. Somerville will have to try and retrieve. Much more bite in their game. The substitutions certainly disrupted the Dutch flow more than their opponents. And in the end, it was Ali Taj Musa scoring on his home ground, the final man that won the game. An impressive victory for Algeria. There's a ball in behind with Van Dijk getting there first. Shomarud Hashkem with him, the Uzbek capital. There's Clarence Seedorf as a technical and sporting director as well. Shomarudov, lovely little ball, but the offside flag's already up. Tijani Reinders holds it up. Crescencio Somerville. Oh, it's away from Marlon. Didn't quite reach Gakpo. Gakpo. Running off the ball is Reinders. Into the box. He had the chance to pop it in for Somerville early, Tijani Reinders. Back he goes to Van der Ven. 20 minutes in. Goalless in New York at the moment. De Jong for Gravenberch. Opening up and fading away. The prefer instead of building up, though, is to use De Jong, use Reinders, and then try and move it quickly when you're over halfway. That was very, very quick, but a little too quick for those just ahead. Here's Muscovoi. Nice touch from Faisalayev, and now he's through. He's got options one side and the other. Oh, the cutback was not quite on for the skipper. Shomarudov, well marshalled. Henke for Marlon. Now Dumfries joining in. Somerville. One way and then the other. It's an easy one for the goalkeeper, though. Yusupov with a good call. Prior to anything else the referee sees which needs addressing. Nice turn from Reinders. Might he go himself? He does, and it fizzes wide. Good side of goal for Tijani. Effort just past that upright. Invited to go on and on. In the end, his aim was just a little off. Decent playmakers in central midfield. They've not allowed him to get on the ball as yet. There's another one for Somerville. Oh, and is that a penalty? Referee has a look and says, yes, I think. Somerville goes down. It was a bit of a scissor challenge, and he was nowhere near the ball. Half an hour in, we do have the option of video assistant to have a check. Somerville bursting away with pace down the right-hand side. Is he onside? I don't think there was much doubt about that. I think he was well behind the defender. He was. There you go. Question is, what contact was that? From Yorosov, who was at full stretch here. He doesn't get the ball. He certainly connects with the ankle of Somerville. Hard to see that being overturned. So, Cody Gakpo, on his half-century of appearances for the Dutch national side. Can the Liverpool winger make it to 20 goals? Only one in his last 18 games for club and country. It is Gakpo against Yusupov. And Gakpo scores! First blood to Netherlands, under the goalkeeper and in. Cody Gakpo marks his half-century of Dutch appearances with his 20th goal for his country. Dumfries released him, and the pace of Somerville took him through. It's a dangerous challenge, because he hadn't just flicked up his back foot there. That could have been a really painful one on the ankle. Almost for Udgir Yusupov, who might feel he should have kept it out. In the end, beaten by the pace. Got a hand to it. Finds Eliav, gives and goes, and now has a crossing opportunity here into the near post. There's nobody there in blue. He had to do a little better to pick somebody out. Not just Bart Verbruggen. No advantage accruing. Dutch free kick. Another one where Uzanov was at full stretch, couldn't quite bring Marlon to bear legally. First Uzbek in both Liga and now the Premier League. Having spent the last 18 months with Manchester City in the FA Cup and the League Cup. Reinders over the ball. Not the best by any stretch. Faisalayev, who is brought to bear and brought to ground. There's a searching one. He's onside here. Shomurodov. Oh, lovely little ball, looking for a Muscovite. For the first time, the striker managed to make a run that was in behind a higher Dutch line. Now, can they pop the ball in? They're being forced back. They need to really try and test things out by popping the ball in. It was never likely to be a free kick, and now the Dutch can break with Marla and Somerville. And they're swarming forward here. Gakpo, Crescentia Somerville for Donia Marlon. Now he's had another penalty. He's been waved up. Well, by the Uzbek players at least. This time Alicia Pennington says no. And Donia Marlon shifted onto his left. Have they escaped? VAR will be looking at it. Shukurov. For that cooling break. Not really had much in the way of stoppages apart from that. Lovely little layout for Mascavoy. His midfield partner Shukurov can bring it forward. Aiming for Shomurodov. Clearance is not great. And again, it's a mishit shot from Shukurov. Uzbek Farzulayev with the outswinging corner. And they'll get another, thanks to Van Dijk's header. Was it Gakpo? I think it was. Shorten from Farzulayev. Shukurov. Neat for Shomurodov. Chipped in by Nasrulayev. The left wing back will get another go here. A little harder. Two Dutchmen blocking the way. Australia, who they begin against, are 13th in the world. Portugal are 5th, just ahead of the Dutch. So it's not the easiest of groups. The most winnable game might come when they've already lost the first two. We'll have to wait and see on that. They may cause surprises. They have players to come back from injury. I see Skaniev and Jalolidin Masharipov as well. He's coming back from a knee injury and is not risked here. They do have a few players on the bench who are not in the squad, who did travel as a party of 30 to the States. 4 were then cut. Van Hecke, last chance for the Dutch to throw it forward potentially. Instead it looks like they'll go back.